away. In a magical kingdom deep beneath the ocean waves lived the Sea King with his 6 beautiful mermaid daughters. The youngest princess, Ariel, had a voice as clear as crystal and hair as red as the setting sun. More than anything in the world, she longed to see the world above the water. Her grandmother told her wonderful stories about humans, their cities, their ships, and the strange things they had called legs. Ariel would spend her days exploring sunken ships, collecting human treasures like forks she called ding and pipes she called snarfblats. Her best friend was a little yellow fish named Flounder, and they would dream together of what life on land must be like. Ariel's father, King Triton, strongly forbade any contact with the human world. He believed humans were dangerous, and his biggest fear was losing one of his daughters to their world. But Ariel's curiosity was a powerful current, pulling her heart towards the surface. On her 16th birthday, Ariel was finally allowed to swim to the surface for the first time. She watched in awe as a huge ship sailed by, music and laughter echoing across the water. On the deck, she saw a handsome young man, a prince named Eric, celebrating his own birthday. He was kind, and he loved his big, fluffy dog, Max. Ariel was instantly enchanted. Suddenly, the sky turned dark. A violent storm appeared out of nowhere, tossing the ship on giant waves. Lightning struck the mast, and the ship caught fire. In the chaos, Prince Eric was thrown overboard into the raging sea. Without a second thought, Ariel dove into the water. She found the unconscious prince and, with all her strength, swam him to the shore. As he lay on the sand, she sang to him with her beautiful voice. Just as he started to wake up, she heard his dog and servants approaching, so she quickly slipped back into the sea. But she had left a piece of her heart on that sandy beach. Prince Eric only had a vague memory of his rescuer, a beautiful girl with an enchanting voice. He vowed to find her, no matter what it took. Meanwhile, back in the Ocean Kingdom, Ariel was hopelessly in love. She couldn't stop thinking about Eric. Her father, King Triton, found out about her feelings and her trip to the surface. He was furious. He went to her secret grotto, where she kept her human treasures, and in his anger he destroyed everything with his powerful trident, including a statue of Prince Eric she had salvaged. Heartbroken and desperate, Ariel felt she had nowhere to turn. It was then that 2 slippery eels, Flotsam and Jetsam, appeared. They told her there was someone who could help her dream come true. The sea witch, Ursula. They led her to Ursula's dark and spooky lair, a place all sea creatures feared. Ursula, with her wicked smile and octopus tentacles, offered Ariel a deal. She would turn Ariel into a human for 3 days. To remain human forever, Ariel had to receive a kiss of true love from Prince Eric before the sun set on the 3rd day. If they failed, she would turn back into a mermaid and belong to Ursula forever. And the price for this magic, Ariel's voice. Ursula captured her beautiful voice in a magical seashell she wore as a necklace. Ariel, blinded by love, agreed. With a flash of dark magic, her tail was transformed into 2 human legs. Her friends, Flounder and a scatterbrained seagull named Scuttle, helped her get to the shore. Prince Eric found her on the beach. But without her voice, he didn't recognize her as the girl who had saved him. Still, He was charmed by her gentle and curious nature. He decided to take her back to his castle and look after her. Ariel's time in the castle was like a dream. She explored the human world with wide-eyed wonder. Eric showed her his kingdom, and they went on a romantic boat ride. Her animal friends tried everything to create a romantic mood as they floated in a quiet lagoon, surrounded by fireflies. Eric was just about to kiss Ariel, but just as their lips were about to meet, the eels, Flotsam and Jetsam, tipped the boat over, ruining the moment. Ursula was watching everything through her magic cauldron, and she was not about to let Ariel win. On the morning of the third day, a mysterious and beautiful woman named Vanessa appeared on the shore, singing with Ariel's voice. Prince Eric, bewitched by the voice he had been searching for, believed he had finally found his rescuer. He announced that he would marry Vanessa that very day. Ariel's heart shattered. Her time was running out. As the wedding ship prepared to sail at sunset, Scuttle the seagull flew by and discovered that the bride Vanessa was actually Ursula in disguise. He raced to tell Ariel and her friends. A plan was quickly formed. Flounder helped Ariel swim out to the wedding ship. Scuttle gathered all his seagull friends and other sea creatures to create a commotion. They flew onto the ship, distracting the wedding party and attacking Ursula. In the chaos, Scuttle managed to snatch the seashell necklace from Ursula's neck and smash it on the deck. Ariel's voice returned to her just as the sun dipped below the horizon. "Eric," she called out. Eric turned, realizing that Ariel was the one all along. But it was too late. The sun had set. Ariel transformed back into a mermaid, and Ursula, revealing her true form, grabbed her and dragged her back into the ocean. King Triton appeared, confronting the sea witch. To save his daughter, he agreed to take her place in Ursula's contract, giving up his crown and his power. Ursula, now the ruler of the seas, grew to a monstrous size, cackling with evil glee. But Prince Eric wouldn't give up. He dove into the water and swam to an old, sunken ship. As Ursula prepared to destroy a now powerless Ariel with the trident, Eric steered the wrecked ship with all his might, ramming its sharp, splintered bow right into the giant sea. With a final, terrible scream, Ursula vanished into a cloud of dark ink. With the sea witch gone, her evil spells were broken. King Triton regained his crown, and all the poor, unfortunate souls Ursula had captured were set free. Seeing how much Ariel and Eric truly loved each other, the king's heart softened. He realized that his daughter's happiness was what mattered most. Using his magic trident, he transformed Ariel's tail into legs. This time, for good, Ariel and Eric were finally reunited on the shore, sharing a true love's kiss. They were married on a ship with all their friends, both from land and sea, cheering them on. And they lived happily ever after, bridging the gap between their two worlds with love.